Okay, folks. So this is the next episode of Watch and View on the Watch and Learn, rather, on the celebrations that we're having a look at the moment. So the second one that we're having a look at is Easter, and Easter is the most important date on the Christian calendar. It is the occasion that marks the death and the resurrection of Christ. And as we explored in the eschatological lesson that we did, that really is the basis of Christianity itself. So the biggest occasion in the Christian calendar. And it's got a couple of key features. Lent is one of the ones that we're going to be looking at. Holy Week as well. And within Holy Week is obviously Easter Sunday, but that being such a big deal, we're going to have a look at that all by itself. So Lent is a 40-day period, leads up to Easter, and it is the occasion that commemorates Jesus walking in the desert by himself to do two things. He was fasting and he was praying. He was also, during that period, tempted by Christ, and he was tempted by Satan, and Christ managed to resist Satan's temptations. So Christians, again, marking the occasion of Jesus walking in the desert where he fasted, he prayed, and that phase begins with Ash Wednesday, and Ash Wednesday is celebrated with special services. For Roman Catholics in particular, as an example, they get an ash cross marked on their forehead when they go to these services. And other Christians give up things at Lent, so chocolates, junk food, parties, mobile phones, not likely. But the day before Lent, you got Shrove Tuesday, and Shrove Tuesday is otherwise known as Pancake Day. Shrove, bit of a weird word, comes from the word shriven, which means to be absolved of your sins. That's where that word comes from. So where do the pancakes come from? Well, the pancakes are there because if you're going to be giving up certain things for 40 days, then you need to use up all the food that would have been going off in that time. So what they used to do is actually make a big pancake with all of the stuff inside it, and that way nothing would be wasted during that period. So during Holy Week, we got Palm Sunday, Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter Sunday. The top two are a big deal, so we'll deal with them later, but the bottom three we're going to be taking a look at now. So Palm Sunday is what commemorates Jesus' victorious entrance into Jerusalem on a donkey, where he had palm leaves that were waving over him. And Anglicans and Catholics often celebrate this by making palm leaf crosses and handing those out during their services. Maundy Thursday is an occasion that commemorates the Last Supper. So this is actually one of the most famous paintings of all time, depicting the Last Supper of Christ, which was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. So a bit of extra knowledge for you there. And that was obviously when he said that he wanted us to commemorate his memory with the bread and the wine. And that feeds into all of your transubstantiation and consubstantiation stuff that you've been looking at already. Also, what Jesus did during the Last Supper was to wash the feet of his disciples, and that is an occasion that is actually marked still to this day in service, rather than you than me. And on Good Friday, that is the day that celebrates or marks the occasion, should I say, of Jesus' death, which is obviously a day of mourning. And Roman Catholics mark the occasion by fasting. Other people actually have huge celebrations in the streets, either processions or sometimes reenactments that mark the death of Christ as well. Easter Sunday, big deal. The most important day on the Christian calendar. It's a celebration, and you've got special services where flowers fill the churches. Easter cards are handed out. Easter eggs are handed out to kiddies. And you've got sometimes relatives going to visit the graves of their loved ones with flowers as well. Sometimes just individuals reading the Bible by themselves and reflecting. And you've got midnight vigils on the evening of Holy Saturday as well.